Hello everyone. Let us consider China's One China policy from India's perspective. What is One China policy? As the term indicates, that there is only one China. There is nothing as People's Republic of China. There is nothing as a Hong Kong as a country. There is nothing as Taiwan as a country. There is only one China that includes the China that we know today, which includes Hong Kong, Tibet, and also one China policy indicates that Taiwan is a part of China. So, this is one China policy. What about India? Yes, India accepts one China policy from the very beginning. When, in the mid 20th century, the Communist Party took over the Chinese throne, since then, India has maintained a very, a very nice relationship with China through this one China policy. Nice in terms that it has followed the one China policy. But when China annexed Tibet, then India refused to accept this annexation. But again, in the Atal Bihari Vajpayee time, India accepted that yes, Tibet is a part of China, and we today, if we consider, then we completely agree on the Chinese stance of one China policy. But what are the reasons for it? I think the number one reason is the economic relations. India and China uh, are are economic friends, we can say, because the trade is about $100 billion. That's huge. China is India's number one trading partner. That is why it is important for us to maintain a very nice relationship with our neighbor, our trading partner. Number two is the defense. India has been very defensive throughout its whole journey of 70 years in diplomatic relations. And as a consequence of that, India accepted China's one China policy, and it assumed that China will not be aggressive towards India's border, towards India's stance in various international forums, but that hasn't turned out to be true. Number three reason can be a US being an ally or a comprehensive strategic partner of US. India accepts one China policy because US also accepts it, and almost all the country which have some relation with China accepts the one China policy. Even it is an untold demand that China puts towards the nation, that if they want to establish diplomatic relation with China, then they must have then they have to agree the one China policy. So yes, India agrees, but the consequences of this acceptance, this defense, this appeasement is not very good. China humiliates India on ground, on forums. Uh, we are all aware of the Galwan Valley clash. What is the advantage of accepting one China policy? What is the advantage of appeasement when China clashes us on the border? Many of our brave soldiers got martyred, and China shows its aggression throughout the Himalayan range, from Galwan Valley to Arunachal Pradesh. It is establishing the villages over there. So this indicates that it is not good to accept the one China policy. It is not benefiting us in many way. Number two, we can say that China does not support India in any international forum. What about not even supporting? They are even on just the opposite stance as India. Uh, so, like for example, when in UN, uh, China used its veto power in the UN Security Council to safeguard Masood Azhar, who was the terrorist who has been a terrorist in many major attacks in India. So this indicates that China wants that the instability in India should retain through terrorism. So these actions clearly indicates that China does not want peace in India. They want disruption, they want disturbance, and China is not a friend of course, for India. And I think China is not a friend for any country. They just look for their own benefit, nothing else, and they try to exaggerate their power. Uh, but India should, I think, reconsider its foreign policy, and India should reconsider its acceptance to one China policy. Uh, from 70 years, from 75 years, we are accepting the one China policy, but not now. I, there is a there This is a crucial time to reconsider its opinion, reconsider that what we are, what we stand for, what are our what are our wantings, what we desire in the international forums, and how much we care about the troops serving on the border. So that these things must be considered, and after that we must prepare our action plan towards China, which clearly should have the unacceptance of one China policy, because it hasn't benefited us in any way, and how India can easily leverage it due to its trade deficit with China. So India imports a lot of goods from China. So by so so we are important. We are very very important for China in terms of trade perspective. There is a lot of trade deficit from India's side. So we can use this as a leverage to discard the one China policy, and also yeah, and also we should make our plan. We should make our relations with the Taiwan. Taiwan is a country in which the people to people relation from India is very very good. We are well aware of the tweets and the whole social media on India's Independence Day from Taiwan side, and from Taiwan's national days on India side. People are very much engaging on social media, and in the corporates also. So the people to people relation from Taiwan is very good, and India can again use this thing also as a leverage, and try to and India can try to establish diplomatic relations with Taiwan. That's how we will be able to counter China. And also Tibet. India, on paper, India has accepted Tibet as a part of China, so that's okay. It is a part of China, but we should in some periodic intervals, we should raise our voices against the dominance of China in on Tibet citizens, because recently there have been some images that the Chinese authorities demolished a statue of Buddha in Tibet region. So there are a lot of human right violations also there. So this clearly indicates that China China, although have the power in Tibet, but they are not showing the example of a good governance. So India should raise these kinds of voices and make its international policy strong towards China. So that was all about one China policy from India's perspective. Thank you very much.